The sound of the chamber choir has been a staple of Warwick's graduations for many years. In particular, Michael Nyman's Warwick Fanfare has been performed at ceremonies since 2007. But members of the chamber choir have criticised plans that would see their live performance replaced with a recording of the fanfare, as part of what they've been told is a digitisation of the graduation experience. Noga Levy-Rapoport has been a member of the chamber choir for 2 years.
We're devastated. I mean, the loss of live music within the graduation ceremony itself completely transforms the atmospheric and powerful emotional experience that the Warwick ceremonies are known for. This is something that's really unique to this university. It's something that makes you feel such Warwick pride in a very new and very different way. It's an incredibly rewarding experience to graduate here, but it's something where that fulfillment is only emphasized by the live music aspect. And as students who have done 30 to 40 graduations here and performed in all of them for people we knew and didn't know, we know that completely changes the experience. It makes it incredibly beautiful to be a part of, and it means that we can support every single student that walks through these halls.
Amusa is on the executive committee and has expressed concern about how the decision was made.
We're also thoroughly disappointed that the university decided to remove live music without any communication towards current students, and did this based off of a focus group from the Warwick Celebrates graduations, which we were explicitly told was the exception to the rule in terms of the recorded content for those graduations, and it was strictly because they had a COVID graduation, to quote. And so we weren't expecting that they would then decide to use the recorded content and make it the rule for all graduations without any contact to us or communication, considering the fact that we've obviously given up a lot of our time, gladly, willingly, with pride in our hearts, to do it every summer.
Levy-Rapoport also shared these concerns.
Having met with representatives of higher management who made this decision, we've learned that there was in fact no consultation with current or graduating students at all. And so what we're seeing is the use of, as Ade said, feedback off of a replacement graduation to continue putting into place reductive measures and a restrictive experience for a cohort that has already had a digitised experience of university, has already had a digitised and restricted and reductive experience of our education here. It's really devastating to hear. It's very distressing emotionally, and it will just be really disappointing for every single graduate.
We don't think it's a malicious decision, sure, but we do believe it is thoughtless to not communicate with us and also not think of including us in any way with this decision.
Asked if this would have an impact on themselves as graduates, Levy-Rapoport said,
absolutely, and if you feel as disappointed as we do, which is pretty much an understatement, we would really, really appreciate it if you signed the petition that's going around. It will be easily accessible. It's being published in the BOR and hopefully in the tab as well, and we'll make it easily available online. And just express your feelings directly to Stuart Croft. We know that this was a decision based on a certain small amount of feedback, and we would like the decisions taken here at the university to reflect how students actually feel. So if you're as devastated and distressed as us, that's the way forward. Make your feelings clear, sign this petition and get involved.
And the news has reached student Facebook forum Warwick Love, with many upset that more of their university experience has become pre-recorded following the COVID-19 pandemic. One posted,
"As someone who has had one graduation without live music and another with, I hold the one with much dearer. I'm not sure if this is because of the live music, but it certainly made it feel more special."
A spokesperson from the University of Warwick has said,
"We really appreciate the importance of live performances as part of these celebrations. As a result of feedback from previous graduation ceremonies, we are changing our live music offering. The Music Centre has been asked to work with students to coordinate a programme of live music in the Arts Centre and the Piazza, including the choir as well as other musicians. We will provide more detail on this in the coming weeks. The new live music options have been proposed so we can support other improvements to our graduation ceremonies. This applies for both those attending in person and people watching the ceremonies from a distance. We are also increasing the number of tickets available to celebrate on campus. We want to be clear that it has always been our intention to continue featuring the choir in graduation and continue to discuss next steps with the choir leaders."
With graduation season approaching, students will await to see what their graduations will look like this summer. This has been Amelia Coleman for Raw News.